buyers have always been attracted to addressability, but they've been very limited in their ability to actually achieve addressability. And ever since we started buying IP targeted media online, the desire to see that same level of targeting applied to television and the biggest screen in the home has been not even dormant, it's been active but largely unfulfilled. And what we've seen since COVID, and in parallel with COVID, the rapid development of YouTube on the big screen, Roku, Pluto, Tubi, and the adoption of AVOD by a number of big players, we've seen a huge acceleration in the amount of viewing of AVOD streaming content as well as other streaming content. And the advertising industry, if nothing, is absolutely predictable. The money goes where the eyeballs go. I guess what's curious, and it's been the subject of some conversation recently, is that the CPMs in CTV are almost as higher than the CPMs in linear TV. And as I understand it, if you look at the market by number of impressions and you look at it by the value of the dollars, there's twice as many dollars proportionate to the impressions in the CTV market. And when you think about why that is, it's about people buying incremental and unique reach. It's about people buying with data that they find valuable for targeting. And it's about people buying in such ways that lead them down certain attribution paths. So I have to declare that I have chips in the game because I'm on the board of Simplify, and they're an active player in this game as a DSP, in their case, focusing on multi-location businesses and on independent agencies and on addressable side of CTV. So I declare that. But we've often thought, and I think people have discussed this a long time, that any medium that can be bought and sold programmatically at some point in time is likely to be bought and sold programmatically. It's an efficient and effective way of doing it. And despite some of the bad rap that programmatic gets in some quarters, there are more good actors than bad actors in programmatic. And I think that the rise of CTV, and if you talk to anyone, whether it's you read the trade desks, financial statements, or you sit in the boardroom of Simplify, all of those people who are stakeholders on the buy side will say the fastest growing portion of their business is in connected TV. Now, the agencies and the holding companies, because of course I still have great affection for the world of WPP and Group M, it gave me everything that I have in my life. They also do a terrific job in this area. And I think the scale deals that are being done between enterprises like that and with Roku directly and with Amazon directly are a really significant shift of their world towards data-driven and accountable TV. And they're doing some of those deals directly, but some of them through their DSP partners who might be Simplify or DV360 or the Trade Desk. The other huge factor on the buy side of this is the role of Google, because Google still remains the single biggest source of supply in connected TV in the shape of YouTube. And because of that, the role of DV360 and the programmatic purchase of YouTube, it's a really big factor. And you know that where Google goes and where Google builds a big share, automatically then downstream leads to market automation. And there's no reason to suspect that that's going to change anytime soon.
In closing, just wanted to get your perspective on the growth of AVOD. Obviously, we hear a lot about the streaming wars and so much investment from the publisher side coming in, the platform side. You know, how is this going to shake out? What do you think we'll be looking at 5 years out?
So the total number of ad-funded video impressions on the big screen as a share of all video impressions on the big screen has clearly gone down over the last 5 years. And it's gone down because of the rapid adoption of principally Netflix, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Disney Plus, HBO Max, Peacock, and others, as well as YouTube TV, Tubi, and Fubo, which means that the impressions that are available to advertisers on the medium they like most and gives them the greatest results, you have to seek the maximum value extraction from those impressions. And so people will be looking to see how far AVOD inventory scales, because the more they do, the more it will enable the DSPs and the data players to enable advertisers to buy across what are effectively hundreds of publishers in CTV, do things like frequency cap against those, and do effective attribution. Now, it's pretty clear to me, at least, that Netflix is not going to become an ad-funded media. It's equally clear to me that there will be a lot of linear TV, which is not available in any programmatic or AVOD kind of way for a while. But what you will see is that all of the supply, and that's clear from the value of the dollars versus the number of the impressions, all of the supply that can be created in the AVOD world will be consumed. And I think the headroom, both in the provision of supply and the demand to meet that supply, remains high, and that market will be vibrant for many years to come.